Let's send the microphone up there. Please introduce yourself.
Could you tell me what an app store means and stands for?
App store.
Application.
Huh?
Application.
Application store. Sorry.
Is it on? Yeah. The way of selling applications that Apple originated with a unified portal for finding applications for the device. Previously, that was very hard because of differences in different operating systems and Java and so on. So that has become the interesting new innovation of last year, I think. Any final comments on the App Store?
Well, I agree that one app store with one mobile phone will actually die eventually. But I think as any digital thing now, I mean, search will be important in this case as everything else. But also the stores that have, if we will have a store that have everything that's available to all, like some new music services today have all the music independent of computer and independent of operator, those will be successful. So once you reach that stage, where you have a place where I don't need to bother about what phone I have and what operator I have, but I can find everything, then things will work.
And that again requires a level platform, a level playing field, so to speak.
Yes,
or
that
a lot of different. Yeah. I think I want to open it up to the floor. Who has a question? Matthias, the runner up there. And when you ask, please introduce yourself so we know where you're from. Up there, first one in the blue jacket.
Hello, I'm Michael Hamelund. I work for Ericsson, but my private interest here is since you are now 60% of you there are using glasses. What are your opinion about Glasnost to have your screens integrated into your glasses in order to have a more, what should you say, easy accessible user interface?
Anyone with glasses?
I have an answer, but apparently I...
The question was for all of you.
I think this is one of these things that the research community has been researching for many, many, many years. It's almost like virtual reality and these kind of things. Somehow it just hasn't. There is something missing there in the behavior. I guess it's a behavioral thing. It's like, in the Japanese subway, you don't do this and you don't do that because people will stare at you very strangely. So there are a lot of factors that can hinder a very new thing like that. Technology is only one. Behavioral and other aspects are others. So it's too different.
I think we'll move on to more questions. Anyone else in there? No, Matthias?
Hi, my name is Stefan Magnus and I run a company in London and we are developing content for mobile wallets. Now, you've all talked about the panelists, the ability to, or the utopia of moving applications between operators and handsets. And obviously a mobile wallet is very much like an app. And I'm wondering, what are the key barriers that you see that need to be overcome in order to actually make that happen?
Yeah. Well, as I mentioned, I really think we need to cooperate in this business, also between operators, to agree how to deliver these kind of applications, because a lot of trust involved when it comes to wallet and payment services, etc., and so forth. And I think we need to invest in those platforms as well, and then it's good to agree about it. Then, of course, as always, I think we need to put the end user in the driver's seat to really find services that are really useful and so on. That also go for the mobile wallet. So we not just need to bring the customers on the PowerPoints, but actually also in the real action. So not so much forecasting in the rainforest wood boardrooms of TeliaSonera and Ericsson, etc., but really engage the customer in the early phase. And we are trying to do that, etc. with innovation initiative like Kia mentioned and so forth. But in parallel to that, we need true business cooperation as well. And we are starting that with the head of R&D for a number of other telcos right now, actually.
I think we have time for one final question. Next to Matthias.
We're just taking the questions around us.
Yeah, well, like,
Sorry.
Last question there.
My name is Holmquist. I work for Ericsson Research. I would like to maybe to ask the panelists about, since there are going to be a lot of services, and what is their opinion about the complexity management, and in extension to this net neutrality and flat rate discussions.
Ericsson love it, I think. So you're not allowed to answer.
Okay. There are a lot of services available, and it's practically impossible to predict what service a customer would want, which means that the devices need to be open up for all services. And then you're bringing up an aspect like flat rate. I'm not sure flat rate is needed. I think internet, and that we've already heard that from others, internet should be seen as something more like electricity. I mean, you do turn off or on your equipment without thinking how much it costs. And we need to get that level, although somewhere, someone over there needs to get paid.
And with those words, someone somewhere needs to get paid. I want to thank the panel very much. I'm very sorry we didn't have time for more questions. We could have gone on for hours, and we could have had lots of more questions from the audience. I had about 200 more questions that I didn't get to ask. Thank you very much, everybody.